So let's just be real for a second. If you're hitting your 40s and you're feeling completely drained, totally overworked, and, if you're being honest, kind of invisible, this is for you. You've always been the strong one, right? The one who just gets things done. But you're starting to get this sinking feeling that your greatest strength might be the very thing that's breaking you. Okay, let's dive into this.
First up, let's talk about a feeling I bet you know all too well. It's a pattern we're going to call the reliable one's curse. And yeah, it sounds like an honor, but you and I both know it feels a whole lot more like a burden.
You know the scene, right? It's 5 o'clock on a Friday. A huge deadline is just collapsing, the client is furious, and pure panic is setting in. Everybody starts looking around for a hero.
And that hero is always you. When the family needs someone to organize the holiday, all eyes are on you. When your boss needs a crazy report done by 6 a.m. tomorrow, they don't ask the loud guy who talks a big game. Nope, they ask you. And this is why, right? This is the praise you get, and you wear it like a badge of honor. You're so capable, you're so strong, you never complain. And these words, they're meant as a compliment, but they're also the bars of a cage you've been accidentally building around yourself for years.
See, deep down, you're operating on this simple, noble belief. If I just keep my head down, if I just carry this weight, if I endure just a little more than everyone else, eventually, someone is going to notice, they'll see the sacrifice, and finally, give you the reward you deserve.
But here's the brutal truth you're learning the hard way, isn't it? The reward for your quiet suffering isn't a medal. It's just a heavier load. You're trapped. And to really understand how, we need to look at an old story. This brings us to a really powerful metaphor, the fable of the ox. It explains so perfectly how your greatest strength, your endurance, has become your greatest burden.
So picture this. A farmer had 2 animals, a flashy horse that would prance and neigh and demand an apple for every little task, and a strong, silent ox. The ox watched the horse get all this praise and thought to himself, you know what? I will prove my worth. I'm going to plow this entire field of rocks without a single complaint, and then the farmer will see my true virtue. So the ox pulled. The yoke was literally cutting into its shoulders. It was exhausted. It was bleeding, but it never stopped, and it never complained. The farmer looked on, but he didn't see sacrifice. He saw a machine. He thought, wow, this animal just loves to work. This is incredible. And so, instead of offering rest or gratitude or a reward, he simply added more rocks to the wagon.
That story, it probably feels painfully familiar, because the ox's trap is your trap. And in the modern world, this actually has a name, and seeing it defined can be a really powerful aha moment. It's called performance punishment, and it's driven by that classic people-pleasing instinct, that fear of conflict, or that deep desire to be seen as indispensable. You're so good at your job, and you're so unwilling to voice your limits that you get rewarded with everyone else's work piled right on top of your own.
Okay, now this is where it all clicks. Look at these 2 paths. On the left, that's the ox. That's you. Your highest virtue, the thing you prize most, is endurance. And the inevitable outcome? Total burnout. Now look at the right, the horse. Maybe your coworker? Their highest virtue isn't working harder, it's communication. They talk about their wins, they manage expectations, and their outcome? Promotion. When you see it laid out like that, it's a stark difference, isn't it? So this is the crucial point, and I really want you to let this sink in. Your incredible capacity to endure pain is not a strategy for success. In the world we live in today, it is a recipe for exploitation.
Okay, so that's the diagnosis. And I know, it's heavy. But we are not here to just sit around and admire the problem. Recognizing the trap is the first huge step. Now, let's build the way out. And it starts with redefining what it even means to be strong. So the immediate question is, so what am I supposed to do? Just stop caring? Become lazy and loud like the horse? I get it. It feels like the only other option, doesn't it?
But the answer isn't that you stop working. The answer is that the ox needs to learn to communicate. It's learning to say no, or not right now, or, and this one is even more powerful, I can do that, but to do it well, I'll need to push this other deadline back. It's not about refusing work, it's about framing your limit. And this right here, this slide perfectly illustrates the mental shift we all need to make. Look at the old definition of strength, the capacity to endure pain. That's the ox's way. Now look at the new definition we have to adopt, the wisdom to set boundaries.
This isn't about working less, it is about communicating your capacity. True, sustainable strength isn't measured by how heavy the yoke is. It's having the wisdom and the courage to take it off yourself before you collapse. So, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with one final thought, a question to carry with you tonight, tomorrow, and the very next time you're asked to take on just one more thing.
I want you to look at all the weight you're carrying in your life, at work, at home, everywhere, and ask yourself this question, really honestly. Am I carrying this load because it's truly necessary for me to carry it, or am I carrying it simply because I'm the only one who won't say no? The answer might just change everything.